Some characters fight, others lead, but these women, they make hearts race. Welcome to Nonagon. Today, we're ranking the 6 sexiest female characters in anime. Sexiness isn't just about clothes, it's about power, confidence, and presence. These women dominate their stories and remain unforgettable. Subscribe to the channel and comment on your favorite. Starting with number 6, we have number 6, Yoruichi Shihuin. Bleach, she's fast, she's fierce, and she knows exactly how hot she is. Yoruichi Shihuin from Bleach isn't just one of the strongest characters in the series, she's also one of the most unapologetically sexy. The former commander of the Stealth Force, Yoruichi blends lethal combat skills with a devil-may-care attitude that makes her impossible to ignore. Remember that scene when she casually transforms back into her human form in front of Ichigo? Yeah. No shame, no hesitation, just full confidence and a smirk that could melt through Soul Society's steel. Yoruichi isn't trying to seduce anyone. That's the magic. She just does. What makes her sexiness so powerful is that it's effortless. She walks barefoot into battle, cracks jokes while dodging lightning-speed attacks, and still manages to command the respect of literal captains and gods of death. And let's not forget, she can turn into a cat. A talking cat, with a voice so smooth it confused fans for episodes before we saw the real her. Yoruichi isn't about glamour. She's raw magnetism. A natural-born warrior who doesn't need a fan service scene to remind us how stunning she is. When she moves, it's poetry in motion. When she talks, it's playfully arrogant. And when she fights, it's art. Now, if Yoruichi brought the cool, sultry energy of a shadow in motion. Coming up at number 5, we've got someone who's pure chaos. Weaponized. Number 5, Ryuko Matoi. Kill la Kill. She's angry, half-dressed, and carrying a scissor blade the size of a motorcycle. Yeah, of course, Ryuko Matoi had to be on this list. Kill la Kill is basically one long, high-speed collision between style, satire, and skin. And Ryuko? She's right at the center of it, turning fan service into a full-blown revolution. From the moment she crashes into Honuji Academy, with that red streak in her hair and pure rage in her eyes, Ryuko sets the tone. Unapologetic, rebellious, and sexy as hell. But here's the twist. Ryuko's sexiness doesn't come from trying to be sexy. In fact, she actively hates the skimpy outfit she's forced to wear, the sentient sailor uniform known as senketsu. The show makes it clear, this isn't just about nudity. It's about vulnerability, control, and owning your identity in a world obsessed with appearance. And once Ryuko stops resisting and starts embracing her power, that's when she truly becomes magnetic. Not because of what she's wearing, but because she reclaims it. She transforms her own discomfort into a weapon. Now that's powerful. Plus, let's be honest, Ryuko's got that chaotic tomboy energy. The kind that says, I will punch you in the face and you'll thank me for the experience. Combine that with her husky voice, sharp wit, and relentless drive, and you've got a character who doesn't just turn heads, she rips them clean off. And if Ryuko is the rebel set on fire, next up is a woman who turns seduction into psychological warfare. Number 4, CC, Code Geass. She doesn't age, she doesn't die, and she doesn't care what you think. That's already a deadly combo. But then you add the green hair, golden eyes, and that low, hypnotic voice. Yeah, it's game over. CC from Code Geass is the definition of enigmatic allure. She's not running around in battle gear or pulling off flashy attacks. She doesn't need to. She sits on Lelouch's lap like a queen on her throne, calm, composed, calculating, and somehow manages to command more attention than the entire Black Knight's army. From the first time we meet her, bleeding out in a research pod, then resurrecting like some cursed goddess. It's clear. CC isn't just mysterious. She's addictive. Every glance, every smirk, every cryptic comment she drops has layers. She's seductive, yes, but with the cold, distant energy of someone who's lived for centuries and got bored of humans long ago. And that's exactly what makes her sexy. She's not playing the seductress. She's the one holding all the cards. You want to know her secrets. You want to understand her past. You want to be the exception to her indifference. But she never gives you quite enough. Plus, there's the pizza. Somehow, the image of this immortal witch lounging around in oversized shirts, devouring boxes of Pizza Hut only makes her more iconic. She's unbothered, unpredictable, and low-key terrifying. which, let's face it, only makes her more appealing. CC is what happens when danger, elegance, and emotional detachment walk into a bar and leave you obsessed. But speaking of dangerous, number 3 takes sexy to a whole new level, where pain, pleasure, and power are all part of the same twisted game. Number 3. Esdeath. Akame ga Kill. What's colder than ice? A woman who can freeze an army and still make you beg for her attention. Enter Esdeath, the high-ranking general from Akame ga Kill, a walking contradiction wrapped in leather, cruelty, and an almost divine level of confidence. From the moment she appears, Esdeath radiates dominance. Not just in battle, though yes, she can literally summon a glacier to obliterate enemies in seconds, but in how she carries herself. She's in control. Always. Her beauty is statuesque, almost untouchable. Long, icy blue hair, piercing eyes, flawless curves. She's like a goddess sculpted for destruction. But what truly makes Esdeath one of the sexiest characters in anime is the raw intensity behind her every action. She doesn't flirt. She chooses. And when she sets her sights on Tatsumi, oh boy. That relationship, if you can call it that, is a masterclass in twisted romance. Esdeath falls for him instantly and doesn't take no for an answer. She's obsessive, possessive, and dangerously seductive, but never desperate. Even when she's offering love, it's on her terms. And despite her sadistic nature, or maybe because of it, there's something magnetic about her. You know she's a villain, you know she's dangerous, but part of you still thinks, maybe I could fix her. Spoiler, you can't. Esdeath is the kind of character that makes you question your morals. She commands respect, fear, and yeah, a whole lot of fan devotion. And if Esdeath is the ice queen who makes pain look sexy, coming up next is a classic femme fatale who redefined the word cool. Number 2, Faye Valentine, Cowboy Bebop. She's trouble in red, and when she walks into a room, even the silence pays attention. Faye Valentine, the iconic bounty hunter from Cowboy Bebop, is the very definition of a femme fatale, wrapped in danger, wrapped in mystery, and rocking one of the most unforgettable outfits in anime history. But don't get it twisted. Faye isn't just eye candy. She's got baggage. Big time, a cryogenically frozen past, memory loss, a cynical worldview built from being used and betrayed more times than she can count. And somehow, all that pain only sharpens her sex appeal. Faye moves like she owns the world, even when it's falling apart around her. She flirts, schemes, and double-crosses without blinking. But behind every smirk is a flicker of vulnerability. That's what makes her irresistible. She's a mess, and she knows it, but she still plays the game with heels on and a cigarette dangling from her lips. Her chemistry with Spike Spiegel? Electric. Their back and forth is all tension, glances, half-spoken truths. It's the kind of dynamic that doesn't need a kiss to feel like a full-blown romance. And then there's her voice, sultry, sarcastic, and just the right amount of tired, like she's seen too much, but dares you to show her something new. Faye's sexiness isn't loud. It's lived in. It's survival with lipstick. A woman who's broken but still dangerous, and who will always, always keep you guessing. Now, Faye might be the ultimate classic, but number 1, she's raw power, pure chaos, and seduction wrapped in bloodlust. Number 1, Nico Robin, One Piece. She doesn't scream for attention. She whispers, and the entire room leans in. Nico Robin, the archaeologist of the Straw Hat crew, is elegance turned deadly. With her calm voice, piercing eyes, and that signature, I know something you don't smile, she's easily one of the sexiest women in anime, not just in looks, but in presence. When Robin first appears in One Piece, she's under the alias Miss All Sunday, mysterious, poised, and clearly hiding something dangerous beneath her calm demeanor. Even Crocodile treats her like a wild card, because she's not someone you ever fully understand. And that's her power. Her design has evolved over the series, but her allure never wavers. Whether she's in assassin mode or sipping tea while the world burns, Robin is always composed. There's no desperation, no act, just complete, terrifying control. And her devil fruit ability? Yeah, she can grow extra arms anywhere. Let your imagination run wild with that one. But here's the real reason Robin tops this list. She carries depth. Robin's past is filled with loss, betrayal, and loneliness. She was hunted since childhood, labeled a threat by the world government. And still, she chose to live, to search for truth. That kind of resilience adds weight to her charm. Her beauty isn't skin deep, it's survival, wisdom, and the soft smile of someone who's seen the worst and kept her heart intact. She's sensual without being loud, powerful without raising her voice, and sexy, devastatingly sexy, because she never asks for your attention. She already knows she has it. So, here's to Nico Robin, the queen of quiet danger, #1 on our list, and the woman who made millions of fans wish they could be just her type. But hey, did your favorite make the list? Let's wrap this up. And that's our top 6 sexiest female characters in anime. Each one unforgettable, each one iconic. But now it's your turn. Who's your favorite? Drop it in the comments and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next videos.